SillyPseudonym, Nova Drift? Maybe. Possibly. Almost there. Ah, there we go. Pulse. Shockwave. Oh yes. I want to try something that I've done before, but hopefully with a little bit of a twist. Just a little. Of course I refer to good old polar inversion. Carrier. But again, I want to try a little bit of a variation and just see how successful we are. First, we actually need the carrier, of course. Also, we need to quit running into enemies. Probably not good for us. More hull is good, but I think we go ahead and get allies going. Do I want drones? The more the merrier, I suppose. Though I do have to be careful with that early on. It means I cannot take polar inversion for a bit. At least not until I get to pursuit formation, isn't it? I believe it's pursuit. Go ahead and get the reinforced drone hull. And then run and hide. I need to try this without a carrier one day, just so I can try the burnout reactors. See how well they do. Advanced engineering sounds wonderful. Evasion and hull regeneration. Which do I need more? Get the regeneration for now. If I give up my shield, I'm going to need it. Nanotech reconstruction is perfectly acceptable. Help our allies stick around a bit longer. Good. Elegant construction seems smart. Don't like you, enemy. Don't like you at all. You throw out too many mines. 1 is annoying, 2 would be acceptable, 3 is one too many. It's just so annoying. Thank you for helping my shield heal, dear Swarm. Always nice to know that you can count upon your inferiors to help you out. Oh dear. You are not doing enough damage quickly enough, dear Swarm. That does seem to be a bit of an issue. Do I want the armor? I do, but do I want it now? I'll take the armor now just because of the enemy we are currently facing. Reset my shield cooldown. Bit unfortunate. That part wasn't. Thank you, Comet. Would have been better if you had killed the mothership up here, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. I think you're doing good helping out just as well as you do. Let it not be said that I am ungrateful. Doop, 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 doop. Thank you for absorbing all that damage for me. Unfortunately, we have seen Omega arrive, and we need to do a lot more damage a lot more quickly here. If we really want to survive this. And I do not know that we can actually do so. Point defense will help our turret stick around longer, which will help us do more damage over time. But it might be a little too late. Okay. The good news, such as it is, would be that Pulse is pretty good at taking down Omega here. Convoy, I would get you if I could, but I just do not have the time, nor the means, to do so safely. I'm not giving up my shield, unfortunately. Take the kinetic boost. Not a high priority normally, but I don't have a lot of rerolls left, and I really want to save them for needs. Alright, good. Okay. I feel like I can somewhat breathe again. That's a good sign, I think. Right. Shield effect radius or channeling. Let's get this shield effect radius. Not exactly what I was hoping for here. But this stabilization is part of the long-term plan. So let's take it. Again, not ideal. Efficiency works, though. Efficiency will work. Ah, you almost had it, Kami. You almost had it. That's okay, though. That's okay. Nope, no. Let's not just fly right through the giant whirlpool of doom. Waiting for my shield to come back here. It wouldn't hurt for my turret to be reborn about now. Thank you. I'll even protect you from some of these shots, turret. Oh, not you again. Didn't we just kill you? Or at least your bigger sibling. About to kill myself for stupidly running into an enemy. Comet, I take back 1/5 of the bad things I've ever said about you. Not anymore. Don't want to be too greedy here. I like the Gemini protocol. No, I don't. I'm thinking of a different build. I like the Gemini protocol in a different build. Conversion, that's what I'm thinking of. But even more so, I like Pursuit. Go on, drones. Fly away. Don't come back. Ever. Alright, turrets, I need you to help me out here. Not impressed so far. I'm going to take these Orbs of Discord just so I can have a little bit more damage output. Poor Swarmlings. Good. I'll take that experience, thank you. There's the polar inversion, but I have not given my constructs a shield yet. That is the unfortunate part, so I think I will either go War Machine or Fleet. I think War Machine is going to be better right now. Just because it gives us longer range on our attacks. I'm worried that we have too much close-in attacks, and right now they just die without huge amounts of benefit. Eventually that will change, but for now, I think this is the best combination. There's another polar inversion, but don't want that yet. Normally I would take priority 0, but it's not as big a deal to us. Again, not yet. Eventually I'll probably take it. Don't know if I'll take anything else in that tree. Just going to stay by your side, friends to the end, and stab you in the back, as one does. Thank you. Finally, shielded constructs. Wait, this is a mine. I take everything back. I would like my shield to be returned to me post-haste. Oh, so much to do. So few mod points in which to get it done. Almost didn't get there, but almost did not. Still means we did. Channeling is not that big a deal to me, but I didn't want to spend the reroll points. Not yet. It's good enough to not spend a reroll. Put it that way. Killing my poor swarmlings. Nope. Aegis, probably somewhat good, but not incredibly so. Guess I'll take the shield cooldown. Hard to go wrong with shield cooldown, unless you don't have a shield. Or you are just counting on your shield never breaking until you die. Some kind of sanctuary shenanigan. Must say, I do wish we could get Overseer unlocked. Good, one down. Less good that I took so much damage there, but you know what? We can live with that. Flash shielding or agility. Or hull strength would be fine too. But I think I want this flash shielding. Tempest Break is a long ways away, however. Still, having a weak shield that breaks often is an important part of this build. Singularity. Here to eat all of this experience. Unfortunate. There's the polar inversion. Even though it's up against evolution, I think I take it. I'd love the evolution so that we could get, I guess, interceptors. I don't think I want the guardians with this kind of build. But now when our shield resets, we have a somewhat different experience. What would I do with a revelation? With Orders of Discord it is tempting, but I guess Defiance? I guess Defiance. Hello, War. Yeah, that was the fun thing. I was a tad worried about. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. When it works, it works. Do you want the core shielding? Do you want the self-destruction? But this evolution is important to us. So we get it. Don't like this. No, don't like this at all. Don't like having to get close to the enemy. Improved thrusters. I do want to get Deadly Wake, both to do damage and to get Tempest Break. Though I would not normally put it as a high priority. Stay near my turret for a bit to get some healing. Even though, yes, that could kill me very easily. So we do have to watch out for that nonsense. Yeah, we are going to run through enemies very quickly when we have lots of constructs, but when we're building them, it's going to take some time. And I'm worried that support specialist is a little too much in terms of how much of our shield and hull it eats. Is it time for Overseer? I think so. I think we can do enough damage with our current setup. Now, whether we can survive falling into a black hole is a little bit more questionable, but I think we can do enough damage to take out most enemies now. Excuse me. Volatile shields. I do like the damage it does. Discharge could do something similar, and I also want the agility. Let's get the agility for now. Don't want to be... Would you leave me alone? Leave me be. Leave me be. Oh dear. Deadly Wake? I think Deadly Wake. I'm still very slow. So many constructs. But at least we can get a little extra damage in now. Good. Bad. Good again. That's not good. No, not good at all. Celestial, eh? Alright. It's time to reroll. Do like a blink. Looking for blink displacement, not bad. But like the increase in hull strength, I like the self-destruct. Let's get the self-destruct. My constructs will die often. This way they'll do a little extra damage when they die. Okay, Sarah. I'm out here. We do decent damage. I will say that much. We do decent damage. Energized shields don't do much for us. Focus shields. Smaller but more powerful ones. Radiant shields might actually be better for us here. That is the wrong one. Yeah, I like the faster shield cooldown. And we get a little more thrust out of it. Considering how slow I am, the thrust is almost as good as the shield cooldown. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, we killed them fairly well. I do want to be away from my constructs. Far more than normal with this build. For obvious enough reasons. Radiant shields. Yeah, let's increase the shield effect radius. As our shield is given to more and more constructs, it is weaker. This does reduce the cooldown a little bit, but Tempest Break gave us a pretty big head start there, so I'm hoping it's going to be something worthwhile. A net positive. Okay, good, good. I actually don't think I want Apex Machinery here, though I would like the shield effect power, but that increased assembly time. Don't know if it's a good idea. Blink is something I'm interested in here. Not interested in the Pursuit Formation. Priority 0 would be okay. Strafe. I definitely think I want the Strafe here. Cool up for Apotheosis. With Blink I could get Displacement. Yes. And we get some increase in thrust. Yet again. And of course we can strafe. As long as I remember to actually use it. Bonk. Haha. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Hidden power is a no. Think we'll do away with the hidden power. Discharge actually is tempting. That way I can reset the shield quickly. Blink again. Blink into displacement. I do like displacement. I'm far more likely to use displacement, truth be told. Weaponized shields. Don't think that actually will do a huge amount of damage, but I'm tempted to see what all it does. Yeah, your constructs have to be pretty much right on top of them because of how many we have. But still, it's something. Absorb all of this. Nope, don't. Try not to die to that nonsense right there. Oh, what fun. I do like core shielding, but I think I take the interceptor here so that we can actually start doing some damage with our interceptors that is not our shield. That will help a little bit. It also should encourage our allies to get close to the enemy, which will hopefully give them a little bit more effectiveness with the shield breaks. Okay, so far so good. Oops. I say as I'm almost killed by my own constructs pulling the enemy into us. You're going to be an annoyance. But as long as everyone gets in close and shoots you. Nope. Get me out of here. Nope. That is not what I intended. See, this is why I was looking for apotheosis. Maybe I should have spent some of those rerolls actually getting there. Annoying, annoying. Still, that is one of my favorite builds. This is a bit of a short episode, but I do so love Shielded Construct, Shockwave Shield, Polar Inversion. It's such a fun combination. Challenging to get, but it's just really satisfying to watch, at least for me. In any event, for now, thank you all for stopping by.